oh, come, let's fight. As a dude, come.
Really?
Even if you're stronger than me, right? Before you beat me, I'm going to probably take out one of your eyes. Seriously. How do we call it? Self-defense. Yeah. Which guy is going to like go shatter a girl's windshield?
Some guys...
No, what?
You've not met guys out here.
I mean, what most men can do is like beat you up or be abusive or go beat your ex.
That's even worse.
Or yeah, that one is worse. Or go beat up the guy you're with. Something like that. A guy is not going to come destroy your car. It's mostly girls that do that. Yeah.
So would you prefer someone destroying your property than beating you up?
I'll actually prefer the fight. Don't shatter my car. Because guess what? If I have to fix that car, insurance is going to go up. All of those stuff.
Everything, your life is going to go up.
I'm definitely going to prefer the fight. Seriously. Come, let's fight.
I got 99.9 problems. This is where we sit down and talk about 99.9 problems. And we ain't scared to talk about them. We got 99.9. Yeah, 99.9. Yeah, 99.9.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back again to another episode of the 99.9 Problems podcast, where we only talk solutions. To all our subscribers, thank you so much for keeping up with us and engaging with us. We do see your engagements. Thank you, guys. For anyone watching this for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe, because we need to build this community, and we need your help to build this community. Engage with us. Let us know what we need to improve, what we need to work on. Engage with us. Thank you, guys. Always here with my amazing co-hosts. We're going to be going through a couple of scenarios which our audience or our viewers actually sent or shared to us to talk about. And of course, it's an engagement which I think we need to react on to, like, us, show the fact that we appreciate our followers and all who are engaging with us. It's just questions which they sent that they went through, or if they saw a friend go through with them, and then we just want to like give our own view or ideas or take on what all that it's about. So if you have any comments, just drop it in the comment section, and we're gonna really appreciate that. So on this one, right, this person said that when I broke up with my ex, he became so hysterical that the only way he would let me leave him was if after the breakup we continued to be best friends. Not just any kind of best friends either. He wanted me to still come over for sleepovers and share his bed with him. He told me that any other guy I dated after him had to be 100% okay with this, or else I wouldn't date him.
That's crazy. I think sometimes we need to run a background check on the people we date. Because that's not even possible.
That is toxic as hell.
How do you expect to be best friends with your ex-girlfriend? It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. So my thought on this one was, when I read this, right, is if you the girl is first of all comfortable being in this situation with him, why not just stay together and work things out? Right?
It's not about staying together and working things out. That guy needs some therapy or something, because how would you expect another man to be okay with his girlfriend being best friends with his ex?
I mean, this level of toxic, I've never seen it before, because most guys, they're not even going to mention the breakup, right? They're going to be like, you're either with me or you're not with me. You understand?
Yeah.
Then you want to break up with your ex and still have another guy who she's involved with, comfortable with your girl or with your supposed best friend coming to sleep over. And guess what? If it was his girl, he wouldn't want that either, right?
I don't think any guy will be okay with their girlfriends being best friends with their ex.
No guy would not be okay with this.
It doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
Nah, run. I think you should run. I think you should run.
This is the next level of toxic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just run, please.
Run for your dear life,
don't do that. Nah.
Or maybe she hasn't moved on to anyway.
Well,
but why would you entertain this kind of conversation?
Yeah, why is she like? Why are you entertaining that kind of conversation? You need to disappear from that man's life.
Cut him
Because
off.
he's still definitely into her.
Block him everywhere. Yeah.
Or he wants to keep you around,
Oh,
so
I mean,
nah.
let me not say it. To To some extent, you women like toxic anyway. So.
No, if the guy really wants to have something meaningful with the girl, he would take things to another level. But I just feel like that guy is not normal.
And okay, so here's another take on this, right? Do you know that there's some people that they want to break up with you, right? But they don't want to see you move on, and they don't want to see you another person as well.
Exactly. Those are selfish people.
It's just selfish and wickedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just pure wickedness, because why wouldn't you want someone to go be happy?
Exactly.
You know, in their relationship, you still want to be best friends.
Girl, run.
And probably when she comes for the sleepover, he's actually
They're
gonna
going
get
to
it too.
Run, please. Don't do that. Okay, the second scenario is about like an accidental text.
Yeah.
A guy thought he was texting his side chick, but accidentally sent it to his girlfriend. Babe, I'll be over after she falls asleep. The girlfriend screenshot it and replies, she's wide awake now, and dumped him publicly by posting it on his Instagram with the caption, guess who's single?
Shit.
What? That's a worst mistake. And that can actually happen, you know. Especially when you're texting your girlfriend and you're texting
It can happen.
you're texting your side chick at the same time. It can happen.
Oh God! I pray this doesn't happen to anybody. Yeah,
because even on like normal days, we send wrong text to our friends.
Or you make mistake and call someone you are not
exactly
willing to call, and then I mean the calling is understandable because you can always play that around, right? But the text, there's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
I mean, because the only way you're gonna catch someone cheating is you actually see text messages or you catch them red-handed, right? In this case, she has seen the text.
That's enough
right?
proof.
Yeah, that's enough proof already. You're cheating.
So, girl, one question: Did he start dating his side chick, or after the breakup, did he date his side chick? Because
it's crazy.
I really want to
know.
know.
Right, in your situation, what are you gonna do?
No, straight up, we are breaking up because you're waiting for me to sleep and then you go do whatever you want to do. If you want to be in a polygamous marriage, just tell me.
I mean, but if he tells you, you're not gonna agree though.
Because that's dangerous. You're putting that girl's life at risk. Nah, we are breaking up.
Oh shit! Yeah, man. Like,
no.
I mean, but okay. So, wait. So she just now, right? This is actually an example of a person who likes to take her stuff on social media. Why would you first of all post it on social media?
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just straight up break up with him. There's no point.
Now everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
We are your family members.
Okay, good. Especially if they were a couple that used like to take their stuff on social media, put themselves together, all of that stuff.
But there's some couples that break up. There's some social media influencers couples that break up and then you never know until something happens.
Yeah, that's right. But this is straight up already telling us that, you guys are no longer together.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Nah.
People who like to take their stuff on social media.
No. Relationship stuff, I just feel like
it's not even supposed to be
just take it out of social media.
A relationship is not a public affair. It's not. It's between you and the person you're dating, you know?
Yeah, I think you can post 1 or 2 pictures here and there, but not like your daily routines.
Yeah.
It's
some people even make the social media posting is just to like prove a point or to pepper other people.
Yeah, to show their friends that I can actually be in a relationship too.
And show them that they're happy.
Yes.
When maybe deep down they're not happy, they're fighting each other.
Jehovah has finally carried them.
Exactly. You know. Crazy. All right. So this girl says, after being cheated on, right, a woman found out her ex hated the smell of lavender. So before moving out, he cheated on her and they broke up. But of course, she knew he hates lavender, right?
Okay.
So before moving out, she sprayed lavender on everything. His clothes, pillows, even on his toothbrush. Then he texts her later, what the F is wrong with you? She replied, ask your side piece. Meaning that, so she just found out that her boyfriend was cheating, and then she just straight up went ahead and sprayed everything in the house with his worst smell ever.
Not the toothbrush. not like seriously. Not the toothbrush.
I mean, there's something stupid to do anyway.
That's being so petty. Because girl, if you want to move on, just move on. There's no need, you know.
Will you do this?
No. I'll just take myself out, because at that moment you're going through, the worst phase of your life, and I don't think you really think about those kind of things. The only thing you think about is to maybe go lock yourself somewhere and
First
cry
of
and
all,
heal.
I think, right? I think this kind of person who does this is a person who probably
You've been planning.
who've been planning to check out.
Yeah.
Because at that moment in time when you found out that your partner is cheating, you're heartbroken. There's emotions all over the place. The best thing for you to do is to spray his stuff with the worst
Exactly.
smell.
And
Right?
this
It doesn't make any sense.
This tells
Especially his
me-
toothbrush. I
Yeah.
mean, if he's taking the toothbrush to his mouth to brush his teeth, he can smell it and probably not
True.
use a different thing.
This tells me that he has been doing a lot of things, and she's been,
Or tolerating it.
planning something.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's
That's petty. Really petty. Yeah. I mean, it's even the most pettiest thing to do as a revenge. Girl, do something better. Maybe look for a knife and tear his couch. Or if he actually want to sue you, he can sue you too.
yeah.
That's actually property damage.
No.
All right.
So this girl suspected that her boyfriend was flirting with other women online. So she created a fake account, slid into his DMs, and within 2 hours he was sending heart emojis and asking to meet up. She sent him a screenshot of their conversation with oops. He blocked her, and she posted the receipts on TikTok.
Oh, actually kind of ties into the same question which we
Yeah.
had later on.
Well, I think that's something that happens, a lot these days, especially with social media being so,
Yeah.
very easily accessible by everybody.
But girl, first of all, what in the hell is wrong with you? How first of all, right? You don't test your partner. You don't. Why are you doing a loyalty test on your partner for?
Because we need to know
Know what?
what you're doing.
Are you kidding me? By doing this,
We
first of
need-
all, okay, anyway, if my girl ever tests me, I'm gonna fail the test straight up.
Why?
I'm gonna fail the test. Why are you testing me?
So are you trying to say you're not loyal?
And worst one is no, I didn't say I'm not loyal. Worst one is if I know that you're trying to test me, I will intentionally fail the test.
But the thing is, you wouldn't know.
It doesn't make any sense to test someone though. What happened to having a conversation about it? Okay, because of course she did this because she's suspected, right? It was a suspect. You're not even sure that he's doing that. If you test
But
me,
this-
I'm gonna intentionally fail the test.
This is enough proof.
What's the
Why are you replying to people and
you
then
kidding me?
sending heart emojis?
Well, actually, it was actually sudden though, because
2 hours.
yeah, because she said after 2 hours of a conversation.
Nah,
bro.
that's like
I mean, he must be a testy ass guy because you can't have a conversation with a girl just for 2 hours. The first time we're in the conversation and then you're already sending heart emojis, you're already asking to meet up. Yo,
that's.
it's crazy. I mean-
well, people always say some women are cheap. You can say that man is cheap, right?
Definitely cheap. I mean, men are 99% cheap. Yeah, straight up, that's the truth. Men are 99% cheap. We're easy. We're easy. Let me put it that way. And guess what? This girl just even posted it. Some other level of toxicity will be agree to the meetup, right?
And then pull up with your friends.
And then pull up probably with your friends or whoever. Maybe
Make a video.
Maybe your boyfriend's brother.
Yes.
Something like that. He's gonna look dumb as hell.
Make a video.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you don't just talk to somebody all of a sudden and then
2 hours.
it's probably at this must be probably a guy that really doesn't have access to a lot of girls like that.
Or he's still searching for love.
Yeah.
True love.
Or girls don't agree to have things with him on more often. Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro is searching for true love.
All right, so okay, now, this one is crazy. So a guy, right, lied about proposing to his girlfriend just to keep her from breaking up with him. So he gave her a promise ring. Yes, he spelled it wrong in the note. From the gumball in the machine, right? When she found out that it was a promise ring and this guy really didn't want to commit, right? She took the ring, threw it at him and said, "Here's your promise ring. I promise you will die alone."
Wow. Um,
Okay.
why would you keep a lady if you know that you don't want to end up with her?
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people do that. You
But
know,
that's being selfish.
a lot of people do that. It's selfish though, and it doesn't make any sense to me because if I don't like you,
Let
I will
her
let you
go.
go
Exactly.
straight up. I'm cutting you off. There's always a replacement
Mm-hmm.
as soon as possible.
That's why I don't like promise rings.
Yeah. Okay. Now, there are actually people who give girls engagement rings and then they don't even get the wedding. They just stay engaged for as long as possible.
For 10 years.
10
Nah.
years is too long. I mean, engaging someone, engaging,
Stay engaged for 10 years.
engaging someone for even more than 3 years is too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's just too much.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's crazy.
Nah. I just feel like if you're not ready to settle down, don't give her the ring.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because first of all,
wait till you're ready.
anyway, first of all, right? I mean, like this. There's no downplaying this engagement thing. It's serious. Trust me. If a guy is giving you a ring, first of all, right, it's a guy who has thought about it
Exactly.
and is genuinely interested in you to give you that ring. Anyone who's taking this for granted, he's sick in the head. It doesn't make any sense to give a ring to someone, right, which you don't want to end up with her or wife her up. It's stupid. It's dead ass stupid.
That's wrong.
It doesn't make any sense. So if you are the one who's been engaged for like more than 5 years, your man is not making a move.
Like, I'm moving on. I'm not even going to be wearing that ring. I'm taking the ring off. You know, I'll visit you one day and keep it in one of your closets. You find a treasure hunt.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Crazy.
why? Nah. It's
Okay.
that. So, okay.
This one.
So, after a nasty breakup, a woman found out her ex had been secretly married the whole time. Jeez. So she rented a billboard near his job that said, congrats on the divorce, and then put his name on it. Hope the alimony was worth it. Your ex-girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Wow. You know, that's something that really happens these days now.
Oh, shit.
You'll be dating a guy and you'd not even know he's married until you find out.
Oh,
Then
shit.
when you find out, he's going to be like, I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, and then he will be like, "Oh, I was scared you were gonna find out." Blah blah.
And
blah.
leave.
Well, but more often than not, you women actually cannot handle that truth anyway. Especially if you're in love with the man already.
But why are you keeping a woman? You're
Yeah,
married
that's
and
true
then you're
though.
dating it.
Yeah, that's true.
That girl is dating you knowing that you guys you're going to end up together. And
First
then,
of all, straight up as a man, if you're married, you don't even hide that from any other girl.
yes.
If
Tell
she-
her,
if
like,
she-
from the
if-
start.
if she's gonna like you, she's gonna like you. Straight
Nah,
up. If she's gonna like you, she's gonna
that's
like you.
being selfish.
There's even girls out there who like married men, which
True.
I'm not saying is right. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But girl, so she went to his job and posted it. Congrats. Damn, I can imagine like the shame on that man's face
Yeah.
when he
I
saw her.
are you that he's going to lose his job.
I don't
right?
even know what I would do. First of all, you're going to lose your job.
Yes.
Because, you know, the corporate world right now frowns on a lot of those things, especially
Yes.
when it comes to your job. They frown a lot on it. And then they see you like a judgment of bad character.
Exactly. That's
And
bad
yeah.
publicity.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
No. But that
Well, she mentions alimony in that. Is it that the man signed alimony?
I don't understand. Did he finally get the divorce, or she was just trying to be toxic?
Well, I don't know.
Nah.
Oh, so she just wrote congrats on the divorce. Not that the wife is going to divorce him though. Right? She just found out that he's married.
Yes.
What makes her think the wife is going to
Exactly.
actually divorce him?
Some women will not leave. They'll stay and fix
Some will
them.
not leave. Some will not leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the ones who think they're the price are gonna leave.
But that's really hurtful, you know,
Yeah.
for you to date someone and then you find out that the person is married. That's a conversation you need to have with the person from the beginning.
Well, the ones who leave are the ones who think they're the price. Because you know, more often than not, right? If you meet a man you really like, you're invested in him. He's the price to you. And then on the other hand, if he loves you and is invested in you, you are the price to him. And that's how it's supposed to be.
But the thing.
So you guys get to work on your relationship, work together, to make things. Yeah.
But what about women that think, or let me not just say women, because
Yeah.
both parties sometimes cheat. What about people that believe in trust? The moment you do one thing, it breaks that trust, and your relationship becomes rocky.
Well, I think those are people who are just new into love.
Really?
Yes. Let me break it down to you. Anyone who, uh, shit happens the first time, you just give up on trust, or you don't trust nobody. It's someone who hasn't matured. I didn't say, or I did not justify. I'm not saying you should justify someone doing wrong shit to you or hurting you, but someone who doesn't trust anymore after the first time is someone who doesn't have a lot of experience in either marriage or relationship. I'm not saying there's a formula to this. I'm not saying I'm experienced. What I'm saying is, when you've been in a couple of relationships, right, and you've had issues, some of those problems makes you mature emotionally. It makes you mature mentally. It gives you the experience to know how to deal with situations, tackle stuff. If I betray your trust right now as a man, right, let's say I cheat on you, you're going to look at it in so many ways, right?
Yes.
Okay, because if someone cheats on the partner, of course, he did wrong. But there might be things that are in that vicinity or that relationship that gives him that prerogative to go cheat. It doesn't make it right. But now someone who has had experience from previous relationships, heartbroken, all of that stuff, might want to make it work and then sit down to have a conversation with this person. Why did you do this? What am I doing wrong? What did I not do to you? How can we figure out to make things right? But more often than not, like I always say, if it becomes a habit, you leave.
But what about other men that have families with women, somewhere, and then they have like a wife? You have a wife, and then you have a whole family somewhere with another woman.
There's people doing cross-pollination. Cross-pollination. I mean, I've heard of a couple of scenarios where people have two families.
Exactly.
I've heard that.
You're polygamous, but you're not polygamous.
They have two families. And it was in a situation where the man passed away before the two families found out.
Oh my God.
Meaning that he had a wife in this other state.
Yeah.
I think it's Nigeria or something. I heard of that
My
story.
goodness.
A friend of mine told me. So he had a wife in this other state, right, with two children. And then in the other state, he had a wife probably with three children. He had a house here and a house there, right? So this is the way he played it. He's a rich guy, a business guy. He travels, goes to Dubai, all of these countries, buy things and come and sell, right? Now, to this wife, he's going on a business trip, okay? He's spending time with this other family, right? And then he lives with them. A good dad.
My
Takes care of the children, provides for the lady, tells her she's going on a business trip. The next 2 weeks, she's on this other side, taking them on dinners, vacations.
That's stressful.
It's stressful. Actually, cheating is stressful. There's a lot of work to it.
It's stressful.
So, I mean, but it's not worth it though. Why not just tell, you have money, you're rich. Tell both women that, hey, this is the situation.
This is what I want.
So now when you die, they come fighting for the property, fighting for like money you left behind, all of that stuff. It doesn't make any sense. You're putting the both families in predicaments.
That's too much drama.
Oh. Anyway, so a guy dumped his girlfriend and refused to move out of their shared apartment. So she started doing things to annoy him, replacing his coffee with decaf, hiding single socks, and playing Baby Shark on when he had friends over. Like doing crazy things to annoy him.
Yes.
So he finally moved out.
But wait, why? That's your ex-girlfriend. What are you guys still doing in the same apartment?
First of all, whose name was on that lease? Right? And as a guy, why would you go and live with a girl and her name is on the lease? Right? Okay. If they both shared the lease, why is it the guy that is leaving? Unless she was paying more or majority of the bills.
Yeah, which is
rare. And stupid on the guy's part. Why are you moving out? Okay? It feels like and he flat out refused to leave.
But most of the times when a guy and a lady are living in a house, the woman has more stuff than the man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Even marital homes.
Yes.
Normal
the
dating,
woman's space is way more than the man's space. Because
more clothes and shoes and makeup stuff and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
But as a man, first of all, out there, to anyone listening to me, don't go live with your girlfriend. Don't do that. I don't advise anybody to do it. Trust me. If you're living there, right? Let me give you two scenarios. If you're living there, the first scenario is if shit goes south when you're the one who've been paying the bills, right? Trust me, the first thing she's gonna tell you is, what? This is my apartment. You can leave. And you might start hearing words like, oh, I didn't ask you to pay for my rent. I didn't ask you to pay the bills, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. The other scenario is you're living with her, right? It's her house. Her name is on the lease. You came after her. If she is paying the majority of the bills, because, some girls get stigmatized and they like a guy so much that they don't care if he's doing anything. And she's paying majority of the bills, all of that stuff. You're going to look crazy if she's breaking up with you. It's going to look like you're the woman in that situation. He's going to be throwing you out.
Oh my God. But it's so hard for women to move out of the house. Like, you move out, go looking for other apartments. It's easier for men because you guys can just wake up with your luggage and you move into an apartment with no furniture.
Are you justifying the fact that okay, hypothetically, if your boyfriend came to live with you, the lease is in your name, and you guys are sharing the bill equally, shit goes south, you expect him to leave, right?
No, man. Well, see, if I date a guy and then normally I will not live with him in the same house, but if we end up living in the same house, we might go look for something else, not my apartment. We might go look for a different space, so we have, because at the end of the day, he's still going to think it's your apartment.
Yeah, he's still going to think that. Anyway, okay, in this case, right now, tell me, if you both go find an apartment together, and both your names are on the lease, who do you think should leave?
See, it's hard. For a woman to move,
Yeah.
it's so difficult. It's so easy when you have a man in the house
Well,
and you
she
guys
can
are
get you
moving
help
out.
to move your things out.
Okay, get me the help.
Oh.
Because
Well,
for
okay,
your own
here's the
sanity,
thing.
I feel like for the woman's sanity, you should just move out
Here's
rather
the
than doing all those crazy stuff.
First of all, I mean, guess what, right? Many people always say, oh, if I were me in that situation, many people always make noise till it's that time.
Yes.
They always be like, oh, if I were the one, I'll kick her out, I will do this, I will do that. But you are already in that situation. It's happening in real life. What's going to be going through your mind is going to be different. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
More often than not, in that situation of a breakup, emotions are in, you guys are not even in speaking terms. That guy might not even want to help you.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, he will be out somewhere. Tell me, a guy who's going through a breakup with you will not even get help to come and help you move your things out. He will just be like, get your things out. All of that stuff.
Yeah, but some women I would move out because that's a very uncomfortable situation to be in.
I mean, as a guy, don't go live with a girl. You guys should not do it. If you guys are living together, find an apartment. Like, if she's in an apartment and you are in an apartment, you both wait for your lease to finish. And then you both move into a neutral apartment together with your names on the lease. So that if shit goes south, right? There's friends. Go live with your friend. You guys join and figure out how to finish that lease, paying off the
share the property.
Yeah, whatever things you guys bought together, you can decide. Share it up.
Most guys will give it to the girl.
Yeah.
But there are some petty guys,
Most guys will not care.
They'll fight.
Yeah.
So, this guy's ex was furious after their breakup and she maxed out his credit card on purpose, buying designer shoes, a trip to Vegas, and even donating to charity in his name. Oh my God. When he confronted her, she said, "Now you always remember me when the debt collectors call."
Oh shit.
Not donating to charity on his name.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's doing something good for you. Your God is going
That's the worst torture ever.
Wow. Yeah, that's the worst thing.
Your credit history or your
very
Jesus.
important. That's very important in the US.
Jesus.
If your credits are bad, it's so it's going to be so difficult.
Your credit is like your social security number.
Exactly.
So you mess up
my.
that man's credit, it's gonna fuck him up. It's gonna mess him up because it's gonna take him a
Nah.
long time to build that back. Okay, now this kind of shit looks like probably the credit card is like 15, 20K and above.
Mm-hmm.
How is that guy gonna even start from?
How do you even start? You're just
How do you even start paying off that debt? Donating stuff like what?
no, just do anything, not the credit. No, that was heartless.
Really heartless.
Just do anything, not the credit.
Jesus.
Girl, that
I
was
don't, look, I don't even know what I would do in this situation. I really don't. Because, man,
But he can actually report, and then
report who?
like there
Report the girl?
there has to be something.
Look,
'Cause-
in this situation, right? Let me tell you that the only thing this guy can do is figure out how to fix his credit, how to pay that debt.
But how did your credit card end up with her though?
Well, they were in love. It was a relationship. She gives his credit card for her to use. Trust me, it happens in most relationships. You understand? Many people do that.
Sorry.
Many people do that. So I think, because guess what? If you sue her or you want to like report her, you know what the cops or the lawyer is going to tell you? You don't have a case because she can bring or counter sue that, hey, he put me through emotional damage.
Makes
She
sense.
has a case. You broke her heart. She might start bringing up domestic violence, all the other stuff, rape cases. Who's the court actually going to believe? Because some women actually twist things up and be like, well, you guys are fine. Having consensual stuff. Now when it's all bitter and everything goes south, everything is now all sour and stuff, they're going to be like, he raped me, this and that. Take you to court. He's going to... Yeah, so
I
just let her go and, figure
I
yourself
feel
out.
We should know people before we date them.
All right. So after a messy breakup, a woman's ex faked pregnancy to manipulate her into staying. After a breakup, a woman's ex faked pregnancy to manipulate her staying in the relationship. He sent her to so she sent her ultrasound pictures stolen from Google, right? And then he demanded a doctor's appointment. So she ghosted him. Then weeks later, posted a meme about, dodging a bullet. This is crazy. So you're trying to manipulate a man into staying with him in a relationship that you're pregnant. You're pregnant for him. And you're faking it up.
I just feel like some people, I don't know, some people don't really focus on themselves sometimes when they're in relationships. They just feel like the only life they know is being in a relationship.
That's right. That's
so
true. That's
they
right.
would do anything just to stay in that relationship.
That's right.
And that's not good. That's not faking pregnancy.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Look,
What were you thinking? How will you stay for 9 months?
I don't care. I understand, okay? Have concern for your partner. Love your partner. Whether it's a relationship or marriage, you understand? Be there 100%. But before you got into that, you had a life.
Exactly.
You had a life.
They forget about the life
your
they had
your life
before.
is not going to end because, this person is doing this in a relationship. No. First of all, I think that's one of the things that make relationships last.
Yes.
You focusing on yourself.
Yes.
Not neglecting your partner.
Exactly.
Build yourself. How the hell are you going to fake a pregnancy because a man wants to leave you? That means you don't even love yourself then. It's crazy.
How you even stay in that relationship knowing that he stayed with you because of the pregnancy?
It doesn't make any sense. To the extent of faking it. Of course, I'm going to want to see the pregnancy strip.
Exactly.
I'm going to want to take you to ultrasound to see that, okay, all of that stuff, right?
That's a big lie.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually crazy. Tell you what. So, I've had a couple of friends tell me stories about, their stuff. That, okay, a girl once told them, that they're pregnant. All of a sudden, that I'm pregnant statement, it hit you like a rock.
Your mood changes.
Low key, it
You,
hit
you
like,
think about
low key, it hit you
everything.
like a rock. Especially because trust me, no man out here is ever ready for a pregnancy, especially if it's your first.
Yeah.
I don't even if in a marriage, unless you've been praying for it and it's not coming, the first time it's gonna hit you like a rock, you know. So the I'm pregnant text, your heart sinks down to your stomach.
Nah. And then
Jesus. And then so they later found out that the girl was not pregnant or all of that stuff.
she was just lying.
Yeah, just lying.
Nah.
You know, just to like maybe
Some women just do that to
Yeah.
see a man's
to see
reaction.
your reaction, just to make you scared, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
no.
So another one told me when the girl told him that, he did not say nothing. He did not even flinch. He didn't blink. He didn't even get scared. Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, because sometimes, especially when you're on bed controls and all of this stuff, right? Your period is not regular. It fluctuates.
Yes.
It fluctuates.
So-
So
And then there's some women that they're in a relationship and then they forget about their friends. And then when they break up, they come back to
Yeah,
those friends
and
and
then-
try to, catch up on things.
and then they start to remember the friends.
Exactly. That life moves on. The moment you leave, life moves on,
Yeah, but the thing is, I understand, right? There are a couple of friends that don't like their friends being in relationships anyway. Yeah, trust me. Let me put it this way, right? It all matters, or it all depends on who you're in a friend with, or who you're in a friendship with. Sorry, because trust me, there's absolutely no reason why you as a girl should neglect your friends because you're in a
Exactly.
relationship. There's absolutely no reason, unless those friends are giving you bad advice
Yes.
about your relationship. They're trying to give you toxic ideas to either break up or leave your man, all of that stuff. Those are the friends you should avoid.
Yes.
But if you have a genuine friend, they should be happy for you.
Exactly.
And then, of course, you on the other hand shouldn't abandon them because you're in a relationship. You know,
It
there are
doesn't-
some girls who do that. They even be in a relationship and then they don't want their man to have
Friends with
friends, external relationships. And there are guys that when they're in a relationship with a girl, they don't want her to like associate with anybody, consume you, and then they feel like they want to own you. Nah.
no.
Those are the ones that end quicker anyway.
That's
Because
true.
they feel consumed, overwhelmed, they get bored, all of that stuff. People have their lives, man. First of all, I need my girl to have her own life. Do your stuff. Have a life, do something. Don't just be a boring girl, First of all, a man will not first of all want a girl to just be by him always.
All the time.
Yeah.
You're just there,
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Anyway.
Yep.
So this girl's ex would only communicate with her through Spotify playlists after she blocked him.
Okay.
He'd send her songs like "I Will Always Love You" and "Before He Cheats." When she ignored him, he made a playlist called "You Regret This" and sent it to public. Wow.
Well, first of all, life is not a Nigerian movie. Okay? First of all, a relationship, God is not your father. Not your father in the sense that he's not your father in your family. You understand? Nobody's going to regret a breakup whatsoever. Nobody's going to regret. You break up with someone, let them go and be happy. Straight up. Like, people act like, because you broke up with me, you're
Without
gonna
that
regret.
relationship, they can die.
Yeah, life is not gonna be fine for you. And then to the extent that you're trying to prove a point to your ex that you're happy and
Exactly.
you're moving on, making videos online on social media. Hey, life is not a Nigerian movie.
Some people are sick out here.
If somebody broke up with you, they're gonna be happy. They're gonna find an amazing partner that might even be better than you.
But there's some people that are sick in the head.
Yeah.
Because how would you be doing things like this after a breakup?
Well, I think the guy is actually first of all toxic anyway. Because trust me, the guy blocked you everywhere. It should be a sign. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
You want to go communicate on playlists. Of course, the Spotify playlist was still shared, right? So he felt the need to like still communicate with the girl through songs.
But some people do that low key. Like for example, you go on their maybe Snapchat story, they would screenshot a song they're listening to and post it. Some song that relates to whatever situation they're going through.
Yeah.
They'll post it online and make sure that their ex sees it. Or when they
I mean,
break up, they go
it-
on their status and start writing things.
Look, man, there's no point trying to prove a point. Like it's absolutely toxic and it's crazy. Yeah, I broke up with you. Yes, I'm still gonna find a happy partner. Your partner is not with you. You still gonna survive. You're
Yes.
gonna move on. No
Yes.
matter how hurtful it is, you're gonna move on. Yeah, you're gonna move on. Yeah, I don't see why people feel like, oh, and it's actually girls who do this. They say, oh, you're not gonna find a girl like me, blah blah blah. Oh, like girl. Oh, and then the man will be like, you're not gonna see a man that is gonna take care of you like I can't.
Karma is watching.
Yo, you're not the only person with money.
Karma.
Forget. There's nothing like karma in a relationship. Forget. I mean, if it's karma, like in the terms of, okay, say, for example, right? If it's actually karma when it comes to God or doing good to someone, all of that stuff, right? I believe in that one because they say do good to people and it shall come back to you.
True.
That one is actually normal. But in breakup relationships, right? Trust me, you're not perfect. I'm not. Okay? Because it did not work out for us doesn't mean that it will not work out for me and someone else.
But it depends on the kind of things the guy does, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, that matters too.
Yes.
That matters too. But if it's in a situation where, I've done my own crazy share of wrong, you've done your own crazy share of wrong, and then you're like, oh, I'm not gonna find happiness. Screw you. You're not God. Okay, first of all, you say it depends on the things you do. I might still do crazy shit to you, but guess what? God still blesses me. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Even in the Bible, Solomon had how many wives? 1,000. God still, he was still an anointed one. David, what did he do? He slept or stole who? His friend's wife or whatsoever, right? He committed adultery. God still blessed him. So forget.
God took away everything from Job until he fixed his ways. Job took away everything. So
Holy.
karma still exists.
Anyway, yeah, well, yeah, it does. It does. But I mean, biblically it does. But when it comes to relationship, trust me, if your partner leaves you, move on. If they don't want to be with you, don't be the toxic ex or the crazy one that says,
That's
oh,
not even going to
he
make
or
them
she
come
is not
back.
gonna meet someone happy, he or she is not gonna be happy. Nah, it doesn't make any sense. Just move on. Anyway, a guy came outside to find his car keys. To find his car keyed, the word cheater on the hood of the car. His ex did it. Then immediately posted on TikTok confession with the caption, sometimes you gotta make art out of revenge. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. She went for some art class.
Will you do this?
No. First of all, if you're doing that, it means you're stalking the guy because you need to know when he's at home before going to do that on his car.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos. I've heard of girls do crazy shit after breakup, getting a baseball bat, smashing the windshields of the car.
I met someone that said
breaking the side mirrors, the rear mirror, all of that stuff.
No. You need to have some form of self-worth,
Well, I mean, if
you cannot just walk around and
I mean, again, right? I don't want to sound like I'm blaming a certain gender, but more often than not, it's females that do this.
men do it too.
Which guy is gonna go shatter a girl's windshield?
Some guys.
No, what?
You've not met guys out here.
I mean, what most men can do is beat you up or be abusive or go beat your ex.
That's even worse.
Or yeah, that one is worse. Or go beat up the guy you're with. Something like that. A guy is not gonna come destroy your car. It's mostly girls that do that. Yeah.
So would you prefer someone destroying your property than beating you up?
Oh, come, let's fight. As a dude, come.
Really?
Even if you're stronger than me, right? Before you beat me, I'm gonna probably take out one of your eyes. Seriously. How do we call it? Self-defense. Yeah. I'll actually prefer the fight. Don't shatter my car. Because guess what? If I have to fix that car, insurance is gonna go up. All of those stuff.
Everything, your life is going to
I'm
go
never
up.
gonna prefer the fight. Seriously. Come, let's fight. I first of all believe nobody can beat me anyway. Yeah, seriously. Because if I break up with a girl, or if a girl is with another guy, right? And let me put it this way: if I'm with a girl and then her ex is trying to come fight me, that I should leave the girl alone. I'm like, girl, the problem is this lady, not me. You understand?
Yeah.
If she likes me, there's nothing you can do about it. You want to come, let's fight. Come, let's fight. I'm first of all someone who fight with weapons. I'm gonna pick this chair on your head. Yeah, let's do it. It's self-defense. Okay,
Now-
so you want me to like stand there and I'm made into a laughing stock. A guy beat me because I was with his girl.
You can use your hands. You can no weapons. I, as a lady, I'm going to run weapons.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, but okay, example. You are the same one. Hypothetically, we are together, right? And then your ex comes and want to fight me. If he beats me off, how are you gonna look at me?
I will laugh at you.
Exactly.
Nah.
All right.
I'll laugh. Well, so many questions.
All right.
Limited time. So we're going to continue with these questions in another episode.
Yeah.
If you have more questions, please DM them to us. We're going to add them to the list. Thank you for watching. Always come back, to comment, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Thank you so much and have a great day.